In last lecture, we have studied the limits of algebraic functions. To evaluate the limits of algebraic functions, there are five methods. First method is the direct method. That is, the function is defined. It not takes the indeterminate form. 0 upon 0, infinity upon infinity, 0 into infinity, infinity plus or minus infinity, 1 raised to infinity, 0 raised to 0, infinity raised to infinity, 0 raised to infinity, or infinity raised to 0, etc. Then we find the limit by direct method, that is as a function value. Now second method, standard formula method. So for algebraic function, there are two standard formulas. First formula is limit x tends to a, x raised to n minus a raised to n, divided by x raised to m minus a raised to m, that is equal to n upon m into a raised to n minus m. And second formula, limit x tends to a, x raised to n minus a raised to n, divided by x minus a, that is equal to n into a raised to n minus 1. So example takes the form 0 upon 0, and when example takes the form 0 upon 0, and if example in this form, we'll use the direct standard formula and we'll evaluate the limits. Now third method of factorization. So in this method also, the example takes the indeterminate form 0 upon 0. So here we'll factorize numerator and denominator, and we know this as x tends to a, x minus a tends to 0. So there is the common factor in the numerator and denominator, x minus a. So that factor will cancel, and then again we'll use the direct method and we'll evaluate the limit. Next method of rationalization. So in that, function is there, root functions are there, and examples takes the indeterminate form 0 upon 0. So for that, we'll rationalize, that is, we'll multiply numerator and denominator by the conjugates of the root functions, and then after simplifying, we'll get the we'll use factorization method or standard formula or maybe the direct method, and we'll get the limit. And fifth method of simplification. So here example takes the form infinity plus or minus infinity. So here we'll factorize this numerator, denominator, etc. And taking LCM, you simplify the example, and after simplification, by using the method of factorization or maybe standard formula, and finally by direct method, we'll evaluate the limit. Now, this lecture will study limits of trigonometric functions. So here also we'll study these limits of the trigonometric function in the systematic way, that is classifying examples in the methods. So while evaluating the limit, you must be able to take the decision in which method that example based or lies, and you select the proper method, then the limit is very simple. So here the first method, as usual, direct method. So initially we are thinking about the direct method. If function is defined at the particular value as limit x tends to a sin x, suppose, then we put x is equal to a and we get the sin a. Now here the value of this function at x is equal to a is not coming in the form, indeterminate form, 0 upon 0, infinity upon infinity, etc. So that's why by direct method, by directly putting as x tends to a, we are putting x is equal to a in the function of the limit, and we'll get the limit. Similarly, suppose limit x tends to 0 cos x. So we'll put here x is equal to 0 cos 0 is equal to 1. Limit x tends to pi by 4 tan x. So we can get here tan pi by 4, and that is equal to 1. Second method, standard formula. Standard formula method. So here also, as the standard formula, you keep this in the mind, and evaluate the limit by using the formula. So we'll get here two formulas. So first is limit x tends to 0 sin x upon x is equal to 1. Here this angle x is in radians. So angle must be in radians. When not stated, always consider the angle in radians. If angle is in degree, then you convert that angle degree in radians and will. So limit x tends to 0. Now here standard formula x tends to 0. So sin x degree divided by x. Now to evaluate this limit, angle is in degree. So when angle is in degree in calculus, it is specially stated. When not stated, always you consider the angle in radians. So here is equal to this. So that is equal to limit x tends to 0 sin. Now you know this 180 degree is equal to pi radian. So x degree is equal to pi x upon 180 in radian. So sin pi x upon 180 divided by x. Now here we have multiplied pi upon 180. So this you multiply denominator pi upon 180. So angle must be the same. Sin x. So here pi x upon 180 means here also the pi. Now here pi upon 180 is extra. You multiply here pi upon 180. Now here as x tends to 0, pi x upon 180 also tends to 0. And that's why this limit value is 1 into pi upon 180. So that is equal to pi upon 180 is the answer. So when angle in degree, you evaluate the limits in this way. Now here, if we prove this formula, actually this formula is proof is we are getting in this form. Limit x tends to 0, x upon sin x. So this is also 1. While solving the examples, this formula also directly we can use. Now third formula we get limit x tends to 0 tan x upon x. So this is equal to also 1. While solving the examples, this formula can be directly used, or sometimes this formula can be converted in this first formula and then it is, that depends upon the example. So here n is equal to, suppose this will simplify this formula how this is coming. So limit x tends to 0 tan x upon x. So that is equal to, actually by direct method, if we put here 0 tan 0 divided by 0, tan 0 is a 0 upon 0. So this is indeterminate form. Now here is equal to limit x tends to 0, tan means sin x upon cos x divided by x. So that is equal to, we can write this as a limit x tends to 0 sin x upon x into 1 upon cos x. So that is equal to, now sin x upon x is equal to 1 by this first formula, and 1 upon cos direct method cos 0. So that is equal to 1 upon cos 0 is a 1. So 1. So this formula we can prove by using the first formula in this way. So here in standard formula we can evaluate the limits by using this formula, that is limit x tends to 0 sin x upon x is equal to 1, and limit x tends to 0 tan x upon x is equal to 1. Now we'll take one example for this, how we'll apply the formula in examples. For example, limit x tends to 0, limit x tends to 0, 2 sin x minus sin 2x, 2 sin x minus sin 2x divided by x cube. Solution. Let n is equal to limit x tends to 0, 2 sin x minus sin 2x divided by x cube. Now as usual, first of all we think whether this limit is existing in the direct method or not. So we'll put x equal to 0. So 2 sin 0 minus sin 0. Always write the direct method, that is form of in straight way instead of writing below. So 0 cube, so that is equal to sin 0 is a 0, so 0 upon 0 in determinate form. So meaning of that, direct method fails, that is the function value at x is equal to 0 is not existing here. Now to find this value, we will go to the another methods. So if we observe the function of this limit is function is the trigonometric function. So we think, we revise the methods step by step of the trigonometry. Actually we are taking the second method. First is the direct method, that is failed. Second method is the standard formula. Now standard formula you want to use here, x cube. So at numerator there must be sin cube, because our formula is sin x upon x. Now here as denominator is x cube, at numerator there must be sin cube. So you want to simplify this function by using trigonometry. 2 sin x into cos x divided by x cube. So that is equal to limit x tends to 0. Now 2 sin x common will take outside, into bracket 1 minus cos x divided by x cube. So that is equal to, now 2 constant will take outside. So limit x tends to 0, sin x 1 minus cos x is 2 sin square x by 2 divided by x cube. So that is equal to, now this 2 will take common outside, 2 into 2 is a 4, limit x tends to 0. Now sin x, out of this x cube, 1x will be here, because sin x upon x is 1. Now here sin x by 2 divided by x bracket square. So here this x cube, 1x we have taken here, remaining is x square, so here x square. Now here angle of sin is x by 2. So same angle must be at the numerator, so you write here. Now 2 square is a 4. We are taking at denominator 1 upon 4, so you multiply here numerator by 1 upon 4. So this 2 square 4 gets cancelled. The value is not changed. Now here example is in the standard form. So 4 sin x upon x is 1. Now as x tends to 0, x by 2 also tends to 0. So 1 square and 1 upon 4 gets cancelled. So required limit is 1. So like this we can use standard formula method. So while using this formula you must be strong, that is in the trigonometric formula you recall nicely within limited times. Now next method, third method, use of trigonometric identities and factorization. So third method in trigonometry, use trigonometric identities and factorization. So in this method also the example takes the form 0 upon 0 or infinity upon infinity. Now we know this, in trigonometry there are 3 identities. So first is trigonometric identities. So first is sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. Second identity, 1 plus tan square theta is equal to sec square theta. Third identity, 1 plus cot square theta is equal to cosec square theta. So by using these 3 identities and then factorization, we can solve the examples. Now take one example for this. So for example, first, limit x tends to pi by 4, 2 minus sec square x divided by 1 minus tan x. Solution. let L is equal to limit x tends to pi by 4 2 minus sec square x divided by 1 minus tan x. Now by direct method we check the form. So if we put here x is equal to pi by 4 2 minus sec square pi by 4 divided by 1 minus tan pi by 4. So that is equal to 2 minus, now sec pi by 4 is root 2, so root 2 square is 2, 1 minus tan pi by 4 is 1, so 0 upon 0 in a determinate form. So meaning of that, this function value at x is equal to pi by 4 is not, we are unable to find this value by direct method. Now here we will observe the function, so function is the trigonometric function. Now here tan x and at numerator sec square, and we know this there is the identity between tan and the sec. So 1 plus tan square is equal to sec square. So we will use that identity here. So limit x tends to pi by 4 2 minus sec square is equal to 1 plus tan square x divided by 1 minus tan x. So that is equal to limit x tends to pi by 4 2 minus 1 is 1 minus tan square x divided by 1 minus tan x. Now next we use here factorization. So limit x tends to pi by 4 1 minus tan square factor 1 minus tan x into 1 plus tan x divided by 1 minus tan x. Now here this factor 1 minus tan x gets cancelled. So we use the direct method 1 plus tan pi by 4, that is we are out of this indeterminate form, the direct method. So 1 plus tan pi by 4 is 1, so required limit is 2. Now we take one more example for this method. Second example for this method. So limit x tends to pi by 4 sin square x minus cos square x divided by 1 minus tan x. Solution. Let L is equal to limit x tends to pi by 4 sin square x minus cos square x divided by 1 minus tan x. Now by direct method we check the indeterminate form. So if we put here pi by 4 sin square pi by 4 minus cos square pi by 4 divided by 1 minus tan pi by 4. Now sin pi by 4 is 1 upon root 2. 1 upon root 2 square is 1 half minus 1 half. 1 minus 1. So we get here 0 upon 0 in determinate form. So direct method we evaluate the value of function fail. Now we think here another method. Now here sin cos square functions. So we can use the identity. Now tan will convert first in the sin and cos. So we can write this as a limit x tends to pi by 4 sin square x minus cos square x divided by 1 minus sin x upon cos x. So that is equal to limit x tends to pi by 4 sin square x minus cos square x divided by cos x minus sin x divided by cos x. So that is equal to, now minus sign will take outside from denominator, limit x tends to pi by 4. Now we will factorize the sin square minus cos square. So sin x minus cos x divided by into another factor sin x plus cos x. Now this cos x, denominator of denominator will take a numerator, so into cos x. Now we have taken minus sign outside, so this plus and this minus, so we can write here sin x minus cos x. Now this gets cancelled. Now next is the direct way. So minus sin pi by 4 plus cos pi by 4 into cos pi by 4. So that is equal to minus 1 upon root 2 plus 1 upon root 2 into 1 upon root 2. So 1 upon root 2 plus 1 upon root 2 is 2 times 1 upon root 2. So here is equal to, we get minus 2 divided by root 2 into root 2. 1 upon root 2. So that is equal to minus 2 upon 2. So minus 1 is the required limit. So like this, third method will use these identities, trigonometry identities, and then by factorization we can solve the examples. Now in trigonometric function, fourth method, that is the method of substitution. Fourth method of substitution. So here limit tends other than 0. Now you know this, when limit tends other than 0, first of all you think the method use of trigonometry identities and factorization. If that method is not applicable, then we will go to this method of substitution. Now we will understand this method by example. So limit x tends to pi by 4 sin x minus cos x divided by x minus pi by 4. Solution. Let n is equal to given limit x tends to pi by 4 sin x minus cos x divided by x minus pi by 4. Now by direct method we put x equal to pi by 4 here. So sin pi by 4 minus cos pi by 4 divided by pi by 4 minus pi by 4. Now sin pi by 4 is 1 upon root 2 minus cos pi by 4 is also 1 upon root 2. Pi by 4 minus pi by 4 is 0. So 0 upon 0 in determinate form. So direct method failed. Now here, as the direct method failed, you think whether the method of this trigonometry identity and factorization is applicable. Now here, no any square terms, so that method is not applicable. So we go to the method of substitution. Now here, as x tends to pi by 4, we put x is equal to pi by 4 plus h. As x tends to pi by 4, meaning of that, when x is equal to pi by 4, h is equal to 0, so h tends to 0. So n is equal to then limit h tends to 0 sin pi by 4 plus h minus cos pi by 4 plus h divided by pi by 4 plus h minus pi by 4. So that is equal to limit h tends to 0. Now we will expand this sin pi by 4 plus h. So sin pi by 4 cos h, sin a plus b formula, plus cos pi by 4 into sin h minus cos pi by 4 cos h, cos a plus b formula, minus sin pi by 4 into sin h divided by, now this pi by 4 minus pi by 4 gets cancelled, so divided by h. So that is equal to limit h tends to 0 sin pi by 4 1 upon root 2 into cos h plus 1 upon root 2 into sin h minus, now cos pi by 4 1 upon root 2 into cos h minus minus plus 1 upon root 2 sin h divided by h. Now here 1 upon root 2 cos h minus plus minus gets cancelled. So that is equal to, we can write this as a limit h tends to 0 1 upon root 2 sin h plus 2 times. So 2 upon root 2 sin h divided by h. Now 2 upon root 2 constant we take outside, limit h tends to 0 sin h upon h. So that is equal to root 2 Sin h upon h formula 1. So required limit is root 2. Now one more example we take here. Limit x tends to pi by 4 1 minus tan x divided by 1 minus root 2 sin x. Solution. Let L is equal to limit x tends to pi by 4 1 minus tan x divided by 1 minus root 2 sin x. Now we first you will see this, what is the form of this example. So if we put x equal to here pi by 4 1 minus tan pi by 4 divided by 1 minus root 2 into sin pi by 4. So this is coming as 1 minus 1 divided by 1 minus root 2 sin pi by 4 is 1 upon root 2. So this is coming 0 upon 0. So indeterminate form. Now direct method fails here. So factorization is identity not possible here. Now here next method of substitution, but here the root function, and when the root function we are using the method of rationalization, which method we have studied in the algebraic function. Here also that method we can apply. So we use that method and simplify first. So limit x tends to pi by 4 1 minus tan means sin x upon cos x divided by 1 minus root 2 sin x into 1 plus root 2 sin x. This is the method of rationalization as the root function here. So divided by 1 plus root 2 into sin x. So that is equal to limit x tends to pi by 4 cos x minus sin x divided by cos x. Now 1 minus root 2 sin x, 1 plus root 2 sin x, 1 minus 2 sin square x, 1 minus 2 sin square x into 1 plus root 2 sin x. So that is equal to limit x tends to pi by 4 cos x minus sin x divided by cos x. Now one will use here identity. 1 means sin square plus cos square. So sin square x plus cos square x minus 2 sin square x and into 1 plus root 2 sin x. So that is equal to, we can write this as a limit x tends to pi by 4. So cos x minus sin x divided by cos x. Now this is coming as a cos square x minus sin square x into 1 plus root 2 sin x. So that is equal to, we can write this as a limit x tends to pi by 4 cos x minus sin x divided by cos x minus sin x into cos x plus sin x 1 plus root 2 sin x. So this factor, common factor gets cancelled. Now direct method. So 1 plus root 2 sin pi by 4 divided by cos pi by 4 cos pi by 4 plus sin pi by 4. So here is equal to, we can get 1 plus root 2 sin pi by 4 is 1 upon root 2 1 upon root 2 cos pi by 4 1 upon root 2 plus 1 upon root 2. So 1 plus 1 is a 2 and this root 2 here divided by 2 divided by root 2. So that is equal to, now root 2 is coming as a root 2 gets cancelled, root 2 and into root 2. So root 2 into root 2, so that is 2. So required limit is 2. Now from this example, you keep in the mind that when we take the decision, or you keep in the mind that method of substitution, you not go directly to the method of substitution. Always, when example takes other than 0, direct method fail, we are going to the method of that standard formula method. We'll use the standard formula. We'll convert the example in the standard formula and we'll apply the standard formula. That is, limit x tends to 0, sin x upon x is equal to 1. And limit x tends to 0, tan x upon x is equal to 1. When example takes other than 0, then first you think the method of method use trigonometric identities and substitutions, identities and factorization. And when that method is not applicable, for simplification also, algebraic methods also here applicable. All the method of simplification, method of rationalization, all these methods are applicable in trigonometric also. And finally, all the ways are fails, all the methods fails, you go to the method of substitution. So in short, in algebraic, to evaluate the limits of algebraic methods, there are 5 methods. Similarly, to evaluate the limits of trigonometric methods, there are 4 methods. First is the direct method. Second method, you think standard formula. Third is the factorization of the use of trigonometric identities and factorization. And fourth method is the method of substitution. So this is the concept to evaluate the limit of trigonometric functions.